I'm Afton Dean, bringing you the Lynn Classical girls basketball team as they take on Malden. Classical coming into the game at 14-1, and they are cruising through the regular season schedule. Starting lineup for Classical: Jaylee Medrano, Jasmine Macy, Ariana Delgado, Paris Wilkie, and Tiara Horton. Selma Bazat, Audrey Carlton, Mackenzie Furlong, Zhu Chu, and Tiffany Totora for Malden. Carlton and Wilkie at center court. Classical wins the tip, and we're underway at the Lynn Classical gym. Wilkie steps out of bounds along the baseline. One possession, one turnover. And Malden will get the possession. Classical has played phenomenal defense through the first half plus of the season, and it's been a key ingredient for their success. Delgado takes it away down low. Wilkie short with the three-pointer. In, out, back in. Audrey Carlton gives Malden the early 2-0 lead. Wilkie thought about it, gives up to Medrano. Medrano short from three. Classical 0 for 2 from long range to start this game. Horton comes away with the steal. Medrano thought about it. Instead, dishes it inside to Delgado. Delgado. This is an easy look. Classical gets the shot they want on that possession. Classical 0 for 3 to start this game. Macy nearly comes away with it in the backcourt. And traveling violation inside. And it will be Classical ball. Nearly 2 minutes in. Classical yet to score. Wilkie from the corner. And they're going to call a travel on Wilkie. Shot did go down. And they're going to call a foul on Ariana Delgado. I think a couple plays before that was a foul with a push-off. It didn't seem like a ton of contact there. Maybe a makeup call from the officials. Mackenzie Furlong will look to salvage one from the line. She can't. Foul doesn't hurt. Classical the other way. Wilkie all the way to the basket, goes to the left hand. Great move by Wilkie. Malden forced Wilkie to go to her left hand. She didn't care. She made it work. Wilkie will come out. Gupton is going to check into this game. Wilkie with the 2 fouls, so Coach Sawyer going to have to be careful with her minutes. And ball thrown away our way. We're up nice and high, so the camera is protected. I always hear a sigh of relief from the spectators on my side when a ball comes our way and misses us. Medrano, mid-range jumper. That's her spot. We'll see how Coach Sawyer manages Paris Wilkie's minutes now with those 2 fouls. Near steal from Medrano. She gambled. Delgado gets pushed from behind right there on the offensive glass. And Delgado will go to the line and shoot 2. Nets the first. Delgado makes both. Such a good free throw shooter. It's almost automatic. Malden hanging with their starting 5. Looked like a travel there. Malden misses the shot. They get it back as it's off Delgado. Fresh 30 seconds on the clock. Wide open shot in the corner. Delgado running the floor and gets rewarded. 8-0 run for Classical, and they've opened up a 6-point lead at 8-2. Great defense by Delgado, straight up. Macy comes away with it. Delgado was open for probably a 3 count. They finally get it to her. Nice bounce pass by Macy. Credit her with the assist. 6 points for Arianis Delgado. Macy with the long rebound. Delgado doing a great job running the floor right now. Chloe Keeber was going to check into this game for Classical. Tiara Horton will take a rest. And for Malden, we're going to see Darcy Cummings. Chloe Keebru's shot deflected. Credit to Tora with the block. Classical will get it back here. 3:21 left in the quarter. Delgado can't hit from 3. Medrano out of a crowd with the rebound. Fresh clock. Medrano short from 3. And thrown away. Another turnover for Malden. And Malden going to get a timeout as Classical in the midst of a 10-0 run. And they lead it here 10-2 as we approach the 2-minute mark here of the first quarter. Malden coming into the game 8-7. Classical, on the other hand, going in a completely different direction at 14-1, having a phenomenal season. 6 seniors for Classical, including Paris Wilkie, Jayleen Medrano, Ariana Delgado, and Tiara Horton. I mentioned those names because those are 4 out of the Classical's 5 starters. Great crowd on hand as it is Teacher Appreciation Night. Students, athletes were asked to honor some of their favorite teachers tonight, and they were brought out to center court to begin the game. So a nice honor for the teachers. So out of the timeout, Macy will bring up the ball for Classical. Wide open look for Delgado over the middle. 8 points for Delgado. Shot blocked by Delgado. And deflected out of bounds on the other end, and it will remain Classical ball. Opposing teams have to be careful with Delgado protecting the rim for Classical. Thrown away out of the reach of Medrano. Mariah Chandler up at the scorer's table. Hebrew up high for the rebound. Good ball movement by Classical. Gupton, strong move to the basket. Draws the contact, and she'll be rewarded at the line. Good strong move by Gupton. Taking the ball hard to the basket. Back rims, the first free throw. Oh of 2 at the line for Gupton. Delgado somehow snuck in there, grabbed the rebound, and Classical's going to get another possession this trip down the court. Medrano finally gets it in. Medrano pulls it out, resets the offense. And traveling violation on Gupton. Malden, good defensive stand. Veteran move by Medrano, though, to reset the offense, pull it back. Medrano, one of the top point guards in the league right now. And foul. It's going to go against Chloe Hebrew. 4th team foul, first personal. Chu makes the first. 1 of 2 from the line. First point that Malden's been able to put on the board since first minute of the game. Been outscored 12-3. Gupton held on the arm. Another good move by Gupton, aggressively taking the ball to the basket. She was 0 of 2 her last trip from the line. Gupton not feeling it at the free throw line at the moment. Makes 1 here. Extends the lead to 10. Malden got a good look there off the screen. Mackenzie Furlong came off a pick. Got a good look at the basket. But the offense remains cold for Malden. Medrano will take her time, and Classical will get the last shot in the quarter, or close to the last shot. As shot clock is off. And it's going to stay Classical ball. Still 5.4 seconds on the clock. Plenty of time for Classical to get off a good shot. Delgado for 3. She got a great look off the inbounds pass. And she has 11 in the quarter, and Classical leads it 16-3. Classical out in front 16-3. Arianes Delgado with 11 of the 16 first quarter points for Classical. And a great start for the Rams as they open up that double-digit lead. And they'll look to keep it going here against the 8-7 Golden Tornadoes from Malden. Delgado leads the break. I just mentioned her. She now has 13. And she knocked down a big 3 at the end of the first quarter. So a great night for Delgado. Get her the basketball. Nice move along the baseline. Darcy Cummings comes up empty. And it'll be Classical ball. Important, beautiful pass to Gupton. Gupton wide open underneath the basket. Count the basket, and she'll go to the line looking for a 3-point play. Gupton with a 3-point play, 21-3, Classical lead. Classical had a 41-point win over Gloucester in their previous win, and looking for something similar tonight, and they're heading in a good direction. Wilkie has the 2 fouls. She gets back up at the scorer's table. She'll check into this game next whistle. Jasmine Macy also set to check back into this game. And they'll head in. Ariana Salgado will get a rest, and Mariah Chandler will also come out. Wilkie has to be careful with these 2 fouls. We'll see if Malden stays aggressive. Nice scoop shot by Medrano. She hung and basically threw that off her hip. Acrobatic move by Medrano. 23-3. Classical on a 23-1 run. And Malden was out in front early, 2-0. Malden looking to make some adjustments here as they face a huge deficit in this one. Malden with 5 team fouls, Classical with 4 team fouls. Foul on the floor, and fortunately for Classical, that will be on Medrano. I thought it was on Wilkie initially. That would have been bad because she already has those 2 fouls. So, oh, little backdoor action. Zhu Chu. Well drawn up play. Wilkie along the baseline, can't bank it home. Possession will stay Classical. Toronto finds Wilkie. Wilkie's shot doesn't go. Medrano does a nice job going underneath the screen. And they're going to get Wilkie, Paris Wilkie, with now 3 fouls. And she will come out of this game as Skylar Creighton gets up off the Classical bench. 16 fouls for Classical. They need to be careful here as Malden can make up some of this deficit via free throws. A little short. Macy looks like she kicked it. Medrano, long rebound. Classical the other way. Macy kicks it to Horton. Classical active on the glass. Come up empty. Thrown away to the Classical bench. Ariana Stelgato back into the game. Horton got a good look behind the screen Another offensive rebound for Classical. Winning the battle on the glass. Horton with the up fake. Nice dish to Skylar Creighton. Great look by Horton. Horton was featured in the item earlier in the week, and great article on her, as she is the ultimate team player. Pass first, score later type of person, and she's helping this basketball team in all kinds of ways. Very unselfish. And she actually mentioned that her main focus is defense. Ariana Stelgado, nobody in sight. And I'm sure Coach Sawyer can appreciate that. A lot of times defense can take the back seat, but primary focus for Horton has been defense, and she's done a phenomenal job this season, like most of the Classical players. And the defense really anchoring the offense. Classical looking for their 15th win. And winning games at this stage of the season is going to mean one thing, and that's home court advantage. Something Classical has not had in recent seasons. And it's always tough to go on the road. I'm sure Classical would much rather play in front of the home crowd. In front of their home fan base. And it's amazing to think about. We're almost through the regular season schedule. As it's January 30th. A few more weeks, and we'll be thinking playoffs. And our spring season featuring baseball and softball. Another block for Delgado. Third block of the game. Jasmine Macy. Mid-range jumper. Nothing but the bottom of the net. 29-5. And if you've been to many Classical games this year or watched many of them through our broadcasts, this is how most of them have gone. A lot of one-sided games. Macy to Delgado. Delgado putting on a clinic. 17 points. 6 coming here in the second quarter. And we're going to approach the 2-minute mark here of this game. I should say the first half. Trying to let the defender go by. Got a good look. Can't convert. Malden the other way. Malden looking to end the quarter on a high note. Get a little bit of momentum as they head into the locker room. That won't help. Traveling violation. Classical ball. Chandler, Hebrew, both back into the game. They're out there with Macy, Creighton, and Delgado. And they're going to say that is Malden's ball. Paris Wilkie has been on the bench for most of this game. Picked up 2 quick fouls in that first quarter. Picked up a third here in the second quarter. Classical weathering the storm with her on the bench. Tiffany Tortora, her first points of the game. And just under a minute to play. In and out. Halfway down. Count the basket. And Mackenzie Furlong will be at the line. Audrey Carlton checks back in. And Melly Emfram. Kenzie Furlong, the 3-point play, 31-10. Classical still on top. No matter what, Classical will go into the locker room with a double-digit lead. High arcing shot. Jasmine Macy, a 3 from the corner. Thought that was going to hit the ceiling. Malden answers on the other end. Ellie Emfram. Desperation shot does not go. But Classical in well control of this game, and they'll lead it 34-12 as we head into the half. We will open up the second half. Classical on top, 34-12. Ariana Stelgado with 17 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 blocks. And led this Classical team in that first half. Malden led early 2-0. And we're in a double-digit deficit for most of that first half. We'll see if they made any adjustments at halftime. Deflected out of bounds. Off the scores table. Ariana Stelgado with another nice job. Active hands in the passing lane. Airmailed. Didn't hit any iron. Shot clock violation. And it'll be Classical ball. Starting 5 out there for both teams. They're going to wave the basket off, but it's going to be a foul. Foul against Darcy Cummings, her second personal. Both teams come up empty on their opening possession of the half. Wilkie to Delgado. Good move off the dribble for Wilkie. Dishes it down low. 36-12. Malden has to shoot it. Nearly goes in. Another rebound for Delgado. Nice move by Wilkie. That was halfway down. Great crossover dribble by Wilkie. And timeout Malden. $19 points, Ariana Delgado, your game's leading scorer. 4 points for Medrano, 2 points for Wilkie, 4 points for Jean Gupton, 2 points for Skylar Creighton. And pretty balanced scoring attack. Tiara Horton, the only one in the starting five without a point. Scott's going to go with some man-to-man defense. Malden will inbound, side out. Good ball movement. Jasmine Macy for three. And they're going to call it a long two. Foot was on the line. Try to go back door, pass over the head of Bazat. Delgado travels as she makes her post move. Illegal screen. Offensive foul. And that's going to go against Camille Nomi. Malden not helping themselves much. Wilkie long with the three. Pascal will keep the possession as that ricochets off Malden. Horton freed up herself under the basket. And Horton misses a shot, but comes out of nowhere on the defensive end and gets back into the play. Near steal for Wilkie, and it's going to be Classical ball. Classical gets rewarded with the aggressive defense. Chloe Kebrew, Mariah Chandler into this game. Tiara Horton and Ariana Salgado to the bench. Chandler doesn't get the whistle. Chandler slaps it away. Fortunately for Malden, it comes to Zhu Chu. She misses a wide open look. Malden gets the ball back. Good possession on the glass for Classical. Or excuse me, Malden. Wilkie boxes out underneath. Wilkie to Gupton. Good find underneath. Wilkie doing a nice job distributing the basketball tonight. Has only scored 2 points, but making a big impact. Even if that went in, was going to be a lane violation on Classical. Upton just 2 of 6 from the line. 5 points on the night. Too strong. Long rebound to Wilkie. And Wilkie good move. Finishes with the finger roll. Zhu Chu, long from 3. Coming up on 2 minutes here in the third quarter. The sister duo, Skylar Creighton, Amber Creighton, into this game. Audrey Carlson and Selma Bazat into the game for Malden. And we're going to get a timeout on the Malden side. Malden making the most of their timeouts tonight. Man, when this is all said and done, Classical will improve to 15-1 an entire quarter to play, but Classical well in control of this game, and Malden would need a miracle comeback. Man, I don't think we've seen a start like this from the ladies basketball team here at Lynn Classical since the days of Monique Lee, one of the members of the 1,000-point club. I believe that year they were under head coach Gene Constantino, who is now the current principal. I'll have to look into the official record book to confirm that, but nonetheless, a great start for this Classical team this season. Hebrew makes one, and Skylar Creighton with the putback. Creighton would acquire 4 points off the Classical bench. Malden continues to fire from the outside. Runner halfway down, and that's just the type of night Malden's been having. Cross-court pass, Amber Creighton, and she gets called for the travel. Good job, Malden, staying in front of the offense, and 1 minute to play here in the third quarter. And blocked shot, Skylar Creighton. All of Classical starters on the bench right now. I doubt we'll see them again in this game. Amber Creighton, all by herself, misses the layup. And I'm just realizing this. Malden has not scored in this quarter. And it wouldn't be the first time that Classical holds an appointment scoreless in a quarter. Done that a couple times this season. And their defense, a big reason why. So 4.5 seconds. Coach Sawyer going to call the timeout and draw something up. So Classical will have 4.5 seconds to get a shot off. Ariana Delgado, your game's leading scorer with 19 points, 11 of those coming in the first quarter. Can't say enough about what she did offensively and on the glass tonight. And nobody as valuable to this team as her. You gotta think she'd be in the conversation for conference MVP. It's definitely been one of those types of seasons for her. Wilkie, the reigning Northeastern Conference MVP. Classical got ahead of the defense, but Keeper loses it out of bounds, and that will end the third quarter. Malden held scoreless, and Classical leads it 44-12 as we head into the fourth. Final quarter of action between Malden and Classical. Classical on their way to their 15th win of the season, and they lead it 44-12. And Malden has not really been in this game since the first quarter. All 5 Classical starters have gone to the bench. I'm sure they'll stay there for the rest of this one. And we'll get to see some of the young Classical talent. Both here for Classical, senior Mariah Chandler. Sophomore Amber Creighton. Junior Skylar Creighton. Sophomore Chloe Kebrew. And junior Kayani Jordan. So a good mix of upperclassmen and underclassmen. Good preview of what we'll see next season for the Rams. Shot clock violation. Malden saying one of those shots hit the rim. Didn't catch any iron. Good call by the officials. Mariah Chandler will take care of the ball handling duties. Ball's going to go against Skylar Creighton, her first personal. And that's the first team foul of the second half. Classical playing very disciplined defense. Pull-up jumper. Mackenzie Furlong. She has 5 points. And that's good to lead the Malden offense. Classical trying to go inside to Skylar Creighton. They're denied. Shot clock at 4. Skylar Creighton, count the basket. And she'll go to the line. Skylar Creighton having another good game off the Classical bench. Sinks the free throw. 7 points for Skylar Creighton. She's your leading scorer off the Classical bench. Nice move by Jordan. Missed the three-pointer, got her own miss. And she'll go to the line. 16 foul for Malden. Man, that could make for a long fourth quarter in this blowout game. Delgado's done for the night. She scored 19 points. Jordan makes the free throw. Jasmine Macy, 7 points. 4 points for Medrano, 4 points for Wilkie. Furlong puts it on the floor. Dribble drive and draws the contact. You know, we talk a lot about the players, but how much of Classical success goes to the credit of Coach Sawyer, Coach Ridley. And they've done a phenomenal job with this Classical team. We knew they were going to be good coming in on paper, but the work they've done in the offseason and preseason get this team ready is phenomenal. And a huge testament to the hard work they put in. Coach Helen Ridley, of course, an alumni here at Lynn Classical, part of the 1,000 Point Club. Went on to play at Quinnipiac. Shot blocked. 2-on-1 break. Kebrew. Creighton, Kebrew sidesteps the defender. And that's got to excite the Classical bench. Kebrew just a sophomore. It hung on the rim for a second. Tiffany Totora, credit her with the basket, thrown away by Classical, and Malden will get the ball back. 3:55 left in the game. Kebrew comes out. She finishes with 3 points. Good fine back door for Malden. They've run that play a couple times tonight. Have had some success with it. The entire Classical bench wanted that one. Wild shot. Fortunately for Malden, Millie Ephraim gets the long rebound. Puts it in from the free throw line. 51-18. Saved out of bounds. Malden the other way. Good battle in the corner. And Classical will get the ball back. Turnaround bank shot, Kiani Jordan. She has 4 points. Making the most of her minutes tonight. All coming in this fourth quarter. Picks up the steal there. Creighton had to go up with the left hand. And in about a minute and 40 seconds, Classical can say that they've won 15 out of 16 to begin the season. And I shouldn't really say begin the season since we're well over the halfway mark. This young Classical team doing a good job of rebounding the basketball. Officials really letting them play here in the final few minutes. No whistle. And under a minute to play. Chandler with the outlet pass. Over the head of Abram. And we'll see if Malden takes a shot for good measure. Classical bails him out with the foul. 2.5 seconds to play. Malden will have to take it out of bounds underneath the basket. 2.5 seconds to get a shot off. Over the rim. And that's game. So Classical will improve to 15-1 and take this one 53-18. And it wasn't much of a game. Malden took an early 2-0 lead. They scored just one the remainder of the quarter. Classical went on a 16-1 run, courtesy of Ariana Delgado, who scored 11 first quarter points. Classical kept things rolling in that second quarter. They led 34-12 at halftime. Classical held Malden scoreless in the third quarter, and they opened up the lead to 44-12. And the Classical starters got a rest in that fourth quarter, and the final score ended up being 53-18. So Ariana Delgado, story of the night offensively for Classical, 19 points, She's your game's leading scorer. Jasmine Macy with 7 points. Skylar Creighton with 7 points off the classical bench. Jean Gupton, 5 points off the bench. Keani Jordan with 4 points. Paris Wilkie and Jaylee Medrano also with 4 points on the night. Chloe Kebrew with 3 points. Not a lot of offense on the Malden end. Mackenzie Furlong, their leading scorer with 4 points for Tiffany Totora and Melly Emfram. 3 points for Zhu Chu and 1 basket for Audrey Carlton. And a tough night for the Golden Tornadoes from Malden. So they will fall to 500 at 8-8. Classical working on home court advantage for the state tournament. They improved to 15-1. So another lopsided win for the Classical Rams. Final score here, 53-18 from all of us here at Lynn Educational Television. We hope you enjoyed that one. I'm Afton Dean, and we'll see you next time.